Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in the previous class we have learned about the basics of money. Yes, in India we trade our currency in rupees. We use rupees, and apart from rupees we have paise as well. If I say this number here, this amount is read as 50 rupees and 76 paise. Yes children, both the rupees and paise are separated by our point here. Yes, and this will be our paise and this will be our rupees. And what did we learn? 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee. 250 paisas make 1 rupee, or else 425 paisa make 1 rupee. Yes children, these were the basics of money. These are the basics of rupees and paisa. And also we have learned how to convert paisa into rupees and rupees into paisa. Yes, in today's class let us look at performing different operations. What are the operations here? Yes, what are the four basic mathematical operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now how to add, subtract, multiply and divide money. Yes children, we use money in everyday life, right? Whatever we want to buy, or we want to eat, or we want to see a movie or something, we always deal with money. So it's important that we know how to add, subtract, multiply and divide money here. If you look at the question given here, the theme is school art fair. Yes, that means in our school there is a art fair that is being conducted. The children's school is having its annual art fair. In this fair, the school sells all the art and handicraft items made by the students. Yes children, in the school they were having an annual art fair. That means an exhibition, a sort of exhibition where school sells all the art and handicraft items made by the students. Now this is the jewelry section. The cost of all the items are put up on the board. See, we are having clay jewelries here. Say earrings, one pair cost 4 rupees 50 paisa. Bracelet cost 15 rupees 25 paisa. Chain costs 20 rupees, and one set, that is earrings and chain combinedly, cost 24 rupee 50 paisa. And also we have some paper jewelry, beads jewelry. So this is the cost of the jewelry. That means if you have to buy a bracelet, you have to pay 30 rupees. If you have to buy earrings, then you have to pay 5 rupee 50 paisa. Yes children, these are all the costs or amounts of the items that have been displayed. Now based on the costs of given items, answer the following questions. Now what is the first question here? Meena bought a pair of earrings and a bracelet made of clay. If she paid 20 rupees, how much change did she get back? See, from made of clay, what did she do? Meena bought a bracelet and a pair of earrings, and she paid 20 rupees. Now how much change should she get back? So to find out the change, we need to find out the total amount. Yes children. So when the total amount is deducted from this 20, we'll get the change that we should get. Now how to add these two? See, first one is 4 rupee 50 paisa and the second one is 15 rupees 25 paisa. Now these are the rupees and these are the paisa. And while adding the rupees and paisa together children, one important point to remember is that, see, these points should be in the same place for both the amount written above and below. I cannot write like this. Wait a minute, I am writing here. See, for 4 rupee 50 paisa the point is here, and for 15 rupees the point is here. We should not write it like this. We should write it like this, children. Both the points are in the same place. The paisa, both the paisa of both the amounts are one below the other, and the rupees are one below the other. If you look at here, see 5 is paisa here, but this 5 is from rupees. Yes, these two are different. We should not mix them up together. So what is the important point to remember? The rupees and paisa, we should not mix them up. Now we have written. Yes, we have written down the amounts. We have to simply add. Now even though here the rupees and paisa are separate and we are having a point in between, you might feel that this is different from the normal addition that we do. Yes, you might think, what is this? How should we add? But it is very simple, children. Normal. Ignore the points. Okay, do not be worried looking at the points. You simply add the given numbers. How will we add? 0 plus 5, 5. We start from the ones place. Yes, 0 plus 5, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 4 plus 5, 9. And 1 here. Yes, after adding, where should we put the point? After 2 places from the right side. So put the point over there. Now this will be our final answer. 19 rupees and 75 paisa. Understood? Simply add the numbers, and here in the above numbers the point is after two numbers, 2 digits. So even here we'll put the point after 2 digits from the right. Understood, children? The addition is simple. The only difference is that we have to put point. And what will the answer be read as? 19 rupees and 75 paise. Now this is the total. This is the total cost of the items that she has bought. But how much did she pay the shopkeeper here? She paid 20 rupees. 20 rupees is more than 19 rupees, right? Yes. So she should get back some amount. 20 rupees minus 19 rupees 75 paisa. If you remember, 20 rupees is nothing but we can write it as like this. Yes, 20 rupees 0 paisa. 20 rupees 0 paisa, and below we'll write 19 rupees 75 paisa. Again, if you remember in the previous class, what did I say? If we write like this with 2 zeros, it will be easier for us to add and subtract. See, children, if I do not write the paisa, 0 paisa, now how will you subtract this? There is nothing above from which I have to subtract 5 and 7. Yes, so that is why I am putting a point here and then writing 0, 0 paisa. Understood? Again, even here if you observe, both the decimal points, both the points here are in the same place. These are the rupees, these are the paisa. Yes, we are not mixing them up with each other. Now coming to the subtraction part, again as we have added, the same thing we will do with the subtraction as well. We'll subtract the numbers normally. See, 0 minus 5. Yes, 0 minus 5 is not possible. So we have to borrow. Yes, children, this will become 10, 9, 9 and 2 becomes 2 minus 1, 1. Now we can subtract. 10 minus 5, 5. 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 9, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. And where to keep the point here? See, after 2 numbers, after 2 digits, we'll keep the point. So what is our answer? We are having nothing in rupees here. We are having only paisa. So the answer is 25 paise. Understood, children? The total cost was 19 rupees 75 paise and she paid 20 rupees. And how much change should she get back? She should get back 25 paisa. Yes, or else 0 rupees 25 paisa. Either one of the answers is correct. Understood? The addition and subtraction are the same. The only difference is that is from the normal addition subtraction and we do and to this addition and subtraction, the only difference is that we are placing a point here in between the numbers. Clear, children? The addition and now in this single sum we have learned how to add and subtract money. Now let us look at our next question. See here, what did they do? They added the amounts, and from the total money she gave, we subtracted the total cost of the items. Yes, so the answer is 25 paise. The cost of an earring and bracelet is 19 rupees 75 paise, and the change she got back was 25 paise. Yes, children, clear? Now coming to question B. Kathy bought 3 bracelets made of clay and 4 bracelets made of paper. How much did she pay? See here, understand the question. What did Kathy do? Kathy bought 3 bracelets made of clay. Now if you look at the cost of items given here, we have the cost of 1 bracelet made of clay, but our Kathy purchased 3 bracelets made of clay. So how will we find out the cost of 3 bracelets, children? The first step is, see, first step is cost of 1 bracelet made of clay is 15 rupees 25 paise. Yes, and next what should we do? Find out the cost of 3 bracelets. So cost of 3 bracelets made of clay is equal to, how much will it be? 15 rupees 25 paise, that is the cost of 1 bracelet, into 3. Why into 3? Because the Kathy here has purchased 3 bracelets. So we are multiplying it with 3. 15.25 into 3. Yes, children, again this is very much similar to the normal multiplication that we do. Okay, let us multiply. We start from the ones place. Yes, 3 5s are 15, 5 here 1 carried, 3 2s are 6, plus 1 gives us 7. So 7 written here. 3 5s are 15, 5 here 1 carried, 3 1s are 3, plus 1 is equal to 4. Yes, so what is our answer here? 4575. So is the answer 4575 rupees, children? Is it the cost of 3 bracelets? No, we are missing out the point here. We have to place the point after 2 digits. How many digits? After 2 digits from the right. See in the question, the number is having a point 2 digits after 2 digits from the right. So even in the answer we have understood, children, after 2 digits from the right. Suppose if in the question I had something like this. Okay, 15.2. Then in the answer I'd have to place my point after 1 digit. Okay, 15.2. So there is a point after 1 digit from the right. Then in my answer also I'll place point after 1 digit from the right. This was the first one. What was it? Cost of 3 bracelets made from clay. Now coming to the next one. What else did she buy? She also bought 4 bracelets made of paper. Now the cost of 1 bracelet made of paper is 30 rupees, and the cost of 4 bracelets made of paper will be equal to 30 rupees 0 paise. Yes, 30.00. Now this was the cost of 1 bracelet made of paper, and she bought 4 such bracelets. So we have to multiply it with 4. Again, let us start multiplying from the ones place. 4 zeros are 0, 4 zeros are 0, 4 zeros are 0 and 4 threes are 12. Again, is 12,000 the cost of bracelets here? No. In the question, the number is having a point after 2 digits from the right. So even in the answer, we have to place a point after 2 digits from the right. Now this will be our answer, 120 rupees. And do not forget to keep the rupee children here, rupee symbol here. Yes, why? Because the question here we are dealing with money, the cost of items, the amount spent. It's all measured in rupees. So it's important that we place the rupee symbol before our answer. Now we have the cost of 3 bracelets made of clay and 4 bracelets made of paper. Now what should we do? How much did she pay? We have to find out how much amount she has paid for these both. How much she had paid, children? We have to find out the total cost. Yes, 45 rupees 75 paise plus 120 rupees 0 paise. Yes, children, see, we have to make sure that the points are in the same place for both the given numbers. The paise should be written below each other and the rupees should be written below each other. Now we have to add. Yes, if we add, we'll get the total cost and that much she has to pay. 5 plus 0, 5 plus 0, 5. 7 plus 0, 7, 5 plus 0, 5, 4 plus 2, 6 and 1. And we should place the point here after 2 digits from the right. So our final answer is 165 rupees and 75 paise. Understood, children? Again, see, I have kept the rupee symbol here. Now this is the amount that she has to pay for buying, because she bought 3 bracelets made of clay and 4 bracelets made of paper. Understood, children? The multiplication in this question, what did we learn? We learned how to multiply the amount. Yes, we learned how to multiply the amount here. Now coming to question C. Sapna and Neil together bought a chain of clay and a paper bracelet to gift their friend. If both of them paid equal amounts, how much did each pay? Yes, here we are having Sapna and Neil. They both together. That is, you also might be doing it sometimes, right? You and your friend together, you add up both of your money and give a single present to your friend. So in the same way, here Sapna and Neil together bought a chain made of clay and also a paper bracelet. They both together bought these two items to gift their friend. And what are they saying? As both two people here combinedly bought the items, they have to pay in equal amounts. Yes, we cannot say that only Sapna should pay the entire amount or Neil should pay the entire amount. They both bought together for a friend. So that is why they have to pay equally. Now how much did each pay? We have to find out. First, to find out that, we have to find the total cost of the items. Yes, the cost of chain and also the bracelet. Now the cost of chain here is 20 rupees and the cost of paper bracelet is 30 rupees. If we add them together, children, 20 rupees 0 paise, 30 rupees. If we add them together, 0 0 0 5, placing a point here. The total cost is 50 rupees. So here the cost of the gift is 50 rupees. Now this has to be paid equally by two people. Yes. Now how will we find out the amount that should be paid by each? We have to divide 50 by 2. Yes, children, we have to divide this 50 by 2. See, 50.00 is nothing but simply 50 rupees, right? Yes. So, for the purpose of ease of division, we have simply removed the paise here because it's nothing but 0 paise. 0 paise means there are no paise. Then what is the need for us to write it in division here? So now when we divide 50 by 2, 2 2s are 4. When we subtract, 1 is remaining, 0 brought down, 2 5s are 10. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. Now what is our answer here? The answer is 25 rupees. You can simply write it as 25 rupees, or if you want to write the paise also, you can write it as like this, 25.00 paise. Understood, children? 25 rupees and 0 paise is our answer. Yes, see here the amount is shared or divided between two people. So to find out the amount paid by each person, we have to divide the total by the number of people. So that is what we have done here. Now how much did each pay? Each person paid 25 rupees and 0 paise. Understood, children, the concept of division. Now coming to our exercise problems here, add the following amounts. See here already it is written in the correct order, that means the points are one below the other. We can simply add now. 5 7.39. So our answer is 93.75 rupees. Coming to question B, 0, 5 plus 5 10, 1 carried, 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 1 7, 3 plus 7 10. The point is kept here. Now 107 rupees is our answer. Next we have subtract the following amounts. Again, see children, the points are placed here already. I mean the numbers are written in the correct order. We just need to subtract. 5 minus 0 5, 2 minus 0 2, 0 minus 7 is not possible. Let us borrow. 10 minus 7 3, 3 minus 1 2. So 23 rupees 25 paise is our answer. The next one, 69 rupees minus 28 rupees 25 paise. Now 0 minus 5 is not possible, so borrowing. 10 minus 5 5, 9 minus 2 7, 8 minus 8 0, 6 minus 2 4. So 40 rupees 75 paise is our answer. Next, multiply the following. Now if you look at question A, B and C, both are just simple multiplication problems. There are no paise involved. So you can do it, right? I will solve the D1 for you. 3 rupees 25 paise into 8. 8 5s are 40. 0 here 4 carried. 8 2s are 16 plus 4 becomes 20. Again 0 here 2 carried. 3 8s are 24 plus 2 becomes 26. So 26 written here. Now where to keep the point? Again, as I have said in the question, we are having a point after 2 digits. So place it after 2 digits from the right. 26 rupees 0 paise is our answer for this. Understood, children? Always for the point, try to count the number of digits from the right side. If you count from left side, we are placing a point after one digit from the left. So you might end up keeping the point like this. 2 rupees 600 paise. So this will be wrong. So how should we count the number of digits for the point? Or now coming to the next one, here again we are having a Titli toy shop, children. Yes, every day children come with their parents to buy toys. These are the different toys available, and below here you can see the cost of each toy. Now after each sale, Munna makes a bill and people pay the amount written on the bill after checking it. See, this is a bill. Now what is there here? The toys that they have bought. One racing car, one doll and two snakes and ladders. Now next we have the cost per toy. Now each toy cost, see, one racing car cost 12 rupees, one doll cost 15 rupees, one snake and ladders cost 24 rupees. This is the cost per toy, that is per one toy. Next we have the total price. That means here when we multiply the quantity with the cost per toy, we will get our total rupees to be paid. See here, we have bought only one racing car, right? So we can copy the same amount here. Again for doll, we bought only one doll. So we can copy the same amount here. But if you look at the snake and ladders, children, we bought two snake and ladders here. Two snake and ladders. But here 24 rupees is the cost per one snake and ladder. We have bought two. So how much should we pay? We should multiply with 2. Yes, 24 rupees 0 paise into 2. 2 zeros are 0, 2 zeros are 0, point 2 fours are 8 and 2 twos are 4. Yes, the point after 2 digits from the right. Now what is our answer? 48 rupees. The cost of two snake and ladders is 48 rupees. Next step would be to add all these amounts. 0, 0, then we have 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 8, 15, 5 here, 1 carried, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. So the total amount one must pay for buying these items is 75 rupees. Now this is the example of a bill. So whenever you go to any shop to buy anything, like say a supermarket where they give you a big bill, right children? So you can observe it and see. First they'll have the items that we have taken, say a shampoo bottle, toothpaste, toothbrush or something. Then we'll have the cost per item. Then we'll have the total rate, that is the number of items that we have taken multiplied with the cost per item. If you buy only one item, then the cost per item and the total rate would be the same. If you are buying more, then the cost will be multiplied by the number of items. If you look at this here, bill with mistakes. Now what is this? We have bought two xylophones and one dollhouse. The cost per toy is given 15 rupees and 65 rupees. And if you look at the rates are also the same. But children, here we have bought two xylophones, right? We have bought two. And 15 rupees is the cost per one xylophone. So what should be the actual rate here? This 15 rupees into 2. 15 rupees into 2 will give us 30 rupees as our answer. So 30 rupees should have been the cost for two xylophones. See here, two xylophones cost per toy 15 rupees and the rate is 30 rupees. And also if you look at the doll house, here the dollhouse cost is given as 35 rupees. Can you see children here below? The cost of dollhouse is 35 rupees. But what did Munna do here? He wrote the cost as 65 rupees. Yes, so the amount is wrongly stated. What is the correct bill now? The cost of two xylophones is 15 into 2, 30 rupees. And the cost of one dollhouse is 35 rupees. Now when we add these two together, we'll get 65 rupees children. So this is our correct bill. Understood? So that is why we have to always check our bill. According to the wrong bill, we had to pay 80 rupees. But according to the correct bill, we have to pay only 65 rupees. So that is why you have to always check your bill before you pay any amount to the shopkeeper, so that you do not end up paying more amount than what is actually needed. If you look at some of the problems based on this, here the dresses Cost per dress is given. We have to find out the total price. Total rate for it. One frock is 48 rupees. Cost for one frock is 48 rupees. And what will be the total rate? We have bought only one frock. So the same amount can be written here, 48 rupees. Yes. Next we have bought two pairs of socks. Cost of one pair is 14 rupee 50 paise. So the cost of two would be 14 rupee into 50 paise. 14 rupee 50 paise into 2. That is nothing but our 29 rupees. Then we have bought two t-shirts. The cost per t-shirt is not given, but the total rate of two t-shirts is given. See, two t-shirts cost 200 rupees. Only two zeros, sorry. Then how much does one t-shirt cost, children? How can we know? Yes, we need to divide 200 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. 0 brought down. Again 2 zeros are 0. Again 0 brought down. 2 zeros are 0. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. What is the answer here? 100 rupees. So the cost of two t-shirts is 200 rupees and the cost of one t-shirt is 100 rupees. Now what is the total cost here, children? Let me erase this. Yes. What is the total cost? 0. All the pieces are having zeros. So 0 written here. 8 plus 9, 17. 17 plus 0, 17. 0 here, 1 carried. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 0, 7. And 2 here. So 277 rupees is the total amount that we have to pay. And coming to the next question. Circle the errors in the following bills and correct them. What are they saying here? We are having some errors in the bill. We have to circle and correct them. The first item is 5 sheets of stickers. The cost per item, that is the cost per sheet of sticker is 2 rupee 50 paise. Then the total rate would be how much, children? It should be 2 rupee 50 paise into 5. Yes, but here 2 rupee 50 paise is written as it is. So this is our first mistake here. Next one smiley ball is 30. We have bought one smiley ball. The cost is 23 rupees and the total is also 23. Why? Because we have bought only one ball. Next we have bought two sets of color pens. The cost of one set is 25 rupees. So what should be the cost of two sets, children? It should be 25 rupees into 2. When we multiply, we'll get 50 rupees as our answer. But here what is it? Here we have given 75 rupees. So again this is also a mistake in the bill. So what should be the correct one here? It should have been 50 rupees. And here let us find out the cost of 5 sheets of stickers. One sheet is 2 rupee 50 paise. We have bought 5. So into 5. 5 zeros are 0. 5 5s are 25. 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. So 12 rupee 50 paise. 12 rupee, it's not 2. It's 12 rupees 50 paise is the cost of 5 sheets of stickers. Now when we add these three together, that is 12 rupee 50 paise, 23 rupees and 50 rupees. Together what will we get, children? We'll get 5 and 8. 85 rupees 50 paise. 85 rupees 50 paise will be our correct answer. So these are the three mistakes in the bill. One was the total, we did not multiply the cost with the number of items, and the other was the wrong cost, the wrong rate is given here, and the third one is the total of the bill is wrong. Understood, children? So this is how we check the errors in the bill and correct them.